This is Giovanni Gallucci, and you're watching LearnSocialMedia.tv. Hi, how are you guys doing? This is Giovanni Gallucci, and we're going to take about 30 minutes or so and have a chat about what social media is from a high level. And I also want to take about 15 minutes on the tail end of this discussion and talk about how video can be found to be effective and show you some good case studies with how we use video inside of social media to get results in advertising and marketing. Before we get going, though, I want to talk about a few things that are related to social media but aren't necessarily social media, just in the way of giving us some definitions so we can kind of be working off the same page. First, social networks. So social networks are sites within social media, they fall underneath social media, that are sites like Facebook and LinkedIn and MySpace, some of the sites that we're familiar with and that we're used to talking about. So whenever we're talking about doing social network marketing or social media marketing, the social networks are primarily the sites that we're going to be working with. However, they're not the only sites, and we'll get into some of that stuff later. Second, social marketing. I want to make sure that we have a clear delineation between what we're doing here in our industry. Social marketing is actually, if you start looking for that up in Google, is going to be associated with marketing for causes and nonprofits and things like that. We like to break out our industry under social media marketing, so let's make sure that when we're talking about this stuff that we keep our verbiage correct there, because we don't want to step on any toes as far as people that are doing work for nonprofits and things like that. Obviously, social media marketing is the process within social media of actually promoting and advertising and doing things in the area of trying to bring brands and ideas and products and services to the attention of the people that are on social networks and that are out there playing in social media. And then lastly, and very importantly, search engine marketing, which underneath search engine marketing, we have SEO, which is search engine optimization, and PPC, which is pay-per-click. Now, search engine marketing is a skill or it's the process of going and advertising in the search engine. So as opposed to us talking today about how do we get people to find us with viral video on YouTube, on Facebook, and things like that, with search engine marketing, we're focused on Yahoo and Bing and Google. Underneath that, we can either do editorial, organic content, which is search engine optimization, or we can just buy ads, which is basically pay-per-click or cost per thousand, CPMs, things like that. We're not really going to talk about search engine marketing today, but I wanted to bring that up as a definition because you cannot separate the two whenever you're out there executing campaigns and doing things in this area. You've got to make sure that you have some kind of an understanding of what SEO and search engine marketing is about so that you can find success with social media marketing. That entire discussion, though, is a discussion that we have to have in a different meeting or a different course. So what is social media? Innovative way that we launched a brand in 2009 was Lash Allure MD. It's an eyelash enhancing serum. Small company based out of Dallas. This is the first product they're launching under this brand. We had $100,000 to launch this product. And so what we did with that $100,000 is we gave it away. We went to YouTube and we said, YouTubers, we're giving away $100,000, and what we want you to do is we want you to create a video, 3 to 5 minutes long, telling us what you will do if you win that money. And so as an advertiser, you're thinking, well, wait a minute, where's the call to action? Where's the conversion? Where's the branding? Well, we had some prerequisites or some things that they had to do. Number one, they had to put the brand in the title of the video. They had to put a hyperlink in the video. They had to go out and make sure that inside the video itself the brand was mentioned with a hyperlink. They had to tag it a certain way that the search engines would pick it up. And then the contest was you get as many people as you can on a daily basis to rate and comment and view this video. So the deal is if we can get a few hundred people out there marketing and promoting Lash Allure MD, this is a brand launch. It's about basically just getting the name out in front of people, then all these people will do the work for us. And if we look at other ways of getting the message out with $100,000, which sounds like a lot of money, but it's really not. If I was to go and just buy pay-per-click ads on Google, we can expect about 30 to 40,000 people to see that brand on Google, to click through and see something about it. YouTube to date, with this contest, we've had over 12 million impressions on this brand. The contest has been over for several months now, and we're still getting daily comments and ratings on these videos from all these YouTube fans. You go up to YouTube and do a search on Lash Allure MD entry or Lashes to Riches entry, and you'll see all these videos pop up of the contestants. So most of them are still up there. So, you know, last example, how do you take everything that I've talked about here and put it into one solid package that works? If you go to Spark360.tv, you will see everything that I've talked about wrapped up into one nice, neat package. It's paid content. It's content that is produced in a way that is documentary-like. It's not an advertisement, but these are commissioned pieces that advertisers and small and medium-sized businesses have come in and asked Splash Media to put together for them with a trusted name and Renee San Miguel reporting on the information, explaining to the audience what the benefit is of working with this brand. And not only do we go and produce this content and put it up on Spark360.tv, but this content is distributed through IPTV. It can be found on people's game tops. It can be found on people's iPads and iPhones. Obviously through iTunes and YouTube and all kinds of social media and social networking sites. Not only is it produced through all these different mediums, traditional and internet-based, but we're actually out there helping promote. We're setting up the social ecosystem so that whenever this new content shows up, it's optimized for the search engines, and we're promoting it through all the social media sites. So everything we've talked about here previously is wrapped up in a nice, neat package with Spark360, and this is the embodiment of us learning over the last 3 or 4 years. You know, when we started, we kind of threw stuff up against the wall to see if it would stick. You know, some things worked, some things didn't. We learned what worked better. We matured. We expanded the audience. We found out that, you know, jumping off the roof into the swimming pool worked well for about a year. Then people got bored with it, so we had to become more mature. We found out that we had to focus our energies more on what the audiences in particular wanted. And then once we did that for an audience, we had to grow that audience. And today we're at a point where we're, you know, still kind of feeling our way through, but it's becoming more mature. And what we're finding that a lot of the best practices from what we've learned online and a lot of the best practices that we know in marketing and advertising and traditional media are kind of in a weird way converging together to create this new channel for us to advertise on and market on. And we're finding great success in it. And, you know, Cobalt here with Spark360, we've actually had 2 situations where we've had, in one case, a success story day 1 that a video launched on Spark360, and in the other case after a few days after it launched. And more details about that later. So that's, you know, in a nutshell, kind of a what is social media to begin with. Ran a little bit longer than I expected to. Actually, I wanted about half an hour. We're at 45 minutes now. Kind of give you an overview of what social media is in general, and then particularly the channel of video. How does video kind of play into that, and how can you find success with it? So appreciate your time. Thanks for sitting through it, and have a great afternoon. We'll see you on the next video. Thanks a lot.